Hi, this is Karen. Welcome to dolallycrafts. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you enjoy this video, please feel free to share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe by pressing the subscribe button below. And if you really enjoy my videos, don't forget to ring the bell for the notifications so that you don't miss any videos. Today I'm working with Inspiring Iris. It's a gorgeous little stamp set. It's a photopolymer stamp set, and there's 16 stamps. You've got 4 sentiment stamps, and the rest of it is loose watercolouring with outlines. I really like this stamp set. It caught my eye because I'm right into the abstract look of the flowers. I'm going to not only finish making cards for this, but as you'll have seen in the title of the video, we're actually making another gift set. Everybody seemed to really enjoy last week's gift set, so much so that when I saw how small these stamps are, I decided they would be an ideal size for note cards. So I thought another thank you gift to give out to friends, or just as a pay it forward, to make a little gift box containing 6 thank you cards. Of course, there are other sentiments in here that you could use. You're somebody who makes everybody feel like somebody. Sending hugs, prayers and lots of love. Wishing you the best, and the thanks. Now the thanks is to go over the top of this carnation. However, I discovered it can fit somewhere else quite nicely. Just at the side of the iris here, it actually fits into the curve really well. So I thought not only can it go over the top of the carnation or over the top of the rose there, but I want to put it up the side here as a thank you. Okay, I've already made 4 of the cards. These are the cards that I'm going to make today. And I hope you agree they really look quite effective. No 2 cards are the same. They've all got something different about them. So today in front of you, I'm going to make a presentation box and finish the last 2 cards. Now I've got my 2 pieces of layering weight Whisper White. They're cut to 2.5 by 4 inches. I'm going to bring in my Stamparatus, however you would like to pronounce it. I know in England, when we used to go into the gym when we were kids, we were told we were actually climbing on the apparatus. But I know that over in the US, everybody seems to pronounce this Stamparatus. So I thought I'll go with that. Stampin' Up designed it, so Stamparatus it is. Okay, I've mounted all of my stamps already, and as you could see in the sample cards, I'm actually using the iris. So to start off with, since I've still got the thanks and the outline stamps on the Stamparatus, I'm going to come in with my smoky slate. And you probably can't see. Can I just say, oh, the joys of not having a working battery recharger. My camera keeps lying to me. It tells me I've got a full battery, and as soon as I start filming, it cuts off. Okay, I just inked up the thanks and stamped it when the battery died. So I'm going to double stamp it to make sure I've got a nice dark image, even though it's smoky slate. And the best thing about the Stamparatus or any stamp positioner, if it doesn't stamp properly whoops, I don't know what I'm doing here. If it doesn't stamp correctly the first time, you can always double stamp and know that you're going to get perfect placement every time. Now, I've got the iris die on the flip side of the thanks. So I've just turned that plate round. I've now inked up the iris, and I'm going to stamp it once, ink it up again, and stamp it a second time. Perfect placement, no blur. Yes, I do have my reading glasses on, so I can see that it's not blurry. Okay, so that's the first part of the stamping. I'm going to take this plate off and bring in the other plate, which has the watercolour images on it. Now, the first one to be done will be the leaves and the stem. So I'm coming in with soft seafoam, inking the stems up and stamping. And I know it looks weird because it doesn't match up, but that is the beauty of this stamp set. It's not supposed to match up perfectly. Doesn't matter what you do, you're not going to get any of those leaves to match up perfectly. Now I'm bringing in Highland Heather for this set of cards. So I'll flip the plate over. So I'm now going to ink up the floral image and give that a stamp. Now yes, it looks really, really dark there, and Highland Heather is a very light ink, but that will dye back. Okay, I'm going to take that plate off as well because we've finished with the Stamparatus. So I will take that card off. Actually, no, I haven't finished. I've got to bring in, where's my other piece of cardstock? I should have stamped this when I was stamping the outline. So I will bring the outline back in, the outline stamps back in, pop the plate back in, and come back in with the smoky slate. You wouldn't think I'd created this morning, but I did. I only created it about an hour ago. So you'd think I would remember what I'm supposed to do. The joys of menopause, I'm just going to blame that. Okay, flip that round again and stamp up our thanks. And double stamp that again. I think my ink pad needs re-inking, and that's why I have to double stamp. But now, we really are finished with the Stamparatus. I will choose a name for that and stick to it eventually. So I can pop that aside. Now, I have a set of dies around here somewhere that are stuck together. There they are. Now, what I'm going to do, I have measured these so I know exactly what size they are, and because the two flowers have been stamped in exactly the same position on both pieces of card, all I need to do is line the side and the top edge of this die like so. So I know that that is at the top edge and the side edge, and I'm going to bring in my Big Shot. Look at that, I've even got new plates on this. Woohoo! Okay, pop that there and run it through. I'm going to run it back again, so that I know that it's well and truly gone through the cardstock. Yes. So I'm going to pop those out very carefully so that the washi tape doesn't rip the paper. And pop that to the side there for a moment. Bring this piece in and do exactly the same thing. Line up the edge at the top and down that one side. Lay that down and run it through again. And then back again. And now that has been cut in exactly the same place as the other one, which means those two centerpieces are interchangeable. So I'll just pop this out very carefully. like so. And I put the washi tape on so that I knew the die wasn't going to shift. Okay, so we bring these two pieces in, and there we go. We now have, if it was the right way up, okay, okay, there we go. Perfectly matched pieces. How's that? Brilliant. Okay, I don't have any Highland Heather cardstock left at the moment, so I found some metallic lavender card, which isn't such a bad match. And what I'm going to do is bring in the Tombow, and pop some Tombow around that and line it up on two edges like so, and do the same thing for the non-coloured in one. And once again, line that along two edges like so, and leave that to dry for a moment. While that's drying, I'm going to bring these two pieces in. I did bring them over from my other desk. Here we go. And I'm just going to pop 3 dimensionals down the centre of this panel. Like so. Now this is nicely dried because the Tombow only takes a second or so, and I'm going to bring in my Stampin' trimmer, and what I'm going to do is on the outside of the track is approximately 1/8 of an inch, and I'm lining this edge of the track here up with the layer piece there, and it will give me a really good cut and a nice edge, a nice even edge, as you can see. And I'm going to do the same thing with this one. So I'm lining the layering piece just up with the edge there and run that along, and the same on this piece. There we go. Beautiful edging. Okay, so we have these two pieces now. So I'm going to bring the coloured piece in, take the backing off, and then I'm going to lay the top of the die cut in and then bring it down so that I know those top 3 edges were all matching. So there we go, that piece matches. And do the same again. Match the top part of the die so that all 3 edges match, and then just bring it down. Give it a smooth over, and there we go. Our layering piece, that actually bent down a bit. There we go. Our layering piece is in position, and even the thanks lines up. Brilliant. Okay, I'm going to bring in my last 2 mini note cards. Give them a quick fold, and then come in with my bone folder and give them a really good press to keep them in place. Like so. And then all I need to do is a bit more Tombow on the back. Make sure I've got this the right way up. Like so. And same with this one. As long as the sides, from side to side, is even and the top and bottom are even, that's all we need to worry about to know that we've got this in place. So I just bring that down a little bit. Make sure the two sides are fairly even. Give that a squish down. There we go. Both cards are finished. Okay, in with the envelopes. So now we have all 6 of our note cards done. We've got the pink, the blue and the Highland Heather. So now all we need is the box to put them in. I will be back in a moment with all the makings for the box.